Hello and welcome everybody. We are so excited to have Viator back and Bryan with Viator. How you doing, Bryan?
I am doing wonderful. This is an awesome week for speaking with Archer travel agents.
Well, we're so excited to have you. And just before you get started, I want to let everyone know if you guys have questions, if we have time for Q&A, we will answer those at the end. So put those in chat at any time. And pay attention during the webinar because most likely Bryan will answer your question during the webinar, as well as this will be recorded and you can watch it anytime back at your leisure in the trainings tab of the Travel Cafe website. So without further ado, Bryan, we're so excited to see what you have to present.
Thank you so much for having me. Hello, Archer travel agents. Again, I am excited to be here for Archer Week and to give you guys a promo code for this week. Today is going to be a jam-packed webinar for both new and returning agents. No, I'm going to be going over some information we talked about in the past, but really some stuff at the information at the end that you guys really need to pay attention to because we're now able to book shore excursion tours for clients coming off of cruise ships. But just a little bit about myself if you guys haven't met me yet. Again, my name is Bryan Kolarczyk. I've been working with Viator for a total 11 years. Yes, 11 years working for this amazing company that I love. And I've been working for Archer Travel as your guys' account manager for the last 4 years. A little fun fact is I actually started out as actually a sales agent for Viator. So if you've been working in this industry or if you contacted Viator at any point to book a tour, you maybe have spoken with me at one point that you didn't even know. So why don't we go ahead and get started into this webinar? So first, just the agenda. We're going to be talking about the experience industry and the shore excursion market and how to sell memory making activities to help you grow your business, and then talk about the benefits of Viator and our exclusive travel agent program, talking about some of our B2C tools. We've kind of talked about it already this week, our share with client link that allows you to earn commission. And while you guys don't have to do anything, it's passive income. It's that lovely thing that everyone wants to earn money while they sleep. I'm also going to talk about our new shore excursion search tool that you guys can find excursions aligned with cruise ships even faster. You can book now shore excursion tours in less than 5 minutes. And at the end, if we have time, I'll have a Q&A session, talk about some upcoming webinars, and remind you guys about a promo code that you have to be registered to use. And today, I hope you guys have 3 takeaways from this webinar. First, the experience industry is gigantic, and I hope that you guys don't miss wave season or definitely leaving money on the table because it's very easy in this industry for that to happen. Again, I'm going to make it sure that you guys have access to the largest portfolio in the experience market and with over 300,000 tours around the globe, and the tools to help you develop and design to help you grow your business by selling experiences and shore excursions. So firstly, just get started, just in case you have to be registered to book on our platform and get access to a promo code that I'm going to have at the end. So on the top left hand, if you guys have your phones out, there's going to be some points during this webinar today that takes advantage of QR codes. So if you have your phone out, it would be great. But there is a QR code on the screen on the top left-hand side that's going to take you to register for Archer. It's going to be really simple and easy. It's going to ask for 3 items. It's going to ask for your email, a password, and a phone number, and then you're done. You're going to get access to booking all tours on our platform and earn 10% commission along the way. I'm going to just talk a little bit to give some people a chance to get access to it because later on, I'm going to do a live demo that I actually want you guys to all walk through that process with me and actually experience how to use our shore excursion search tool. But also on the screen is going to be a QR code just for our travel agent website. So after you're done with this, you can use that QR code to also get there. But really hope I'm going to continue on just because I wanted to give this a little bit of time for people to sign up. And as we get to the other portion, you guys can go through there. So first, why sell? Why do travel advisors? Why should you learn about selling experiences and shore excursions market? And you know, why you really need to take the time to sell these and learn these. So just to get started, the experience market is massive and it's only continued to grow. And since 2019, we have seen an annual growth of 8%. And this market is being worth over $450 billion by 2030 that you guys get access to on that one. And this industry has continued to grow, and especially since the pandemic, and with some of these significant shifts in trends that are driving this. We see with post-pandemic, there's been a surge of over 34% increase in overall experience spending. That's actually outpacing both flights and hotels. And there's more spending that reflects with these overall. And I'm just going to turn off my camera to make you guys able to see the slide a little bit better. But also with just the consumer spending, we've seen that 70% of travelers prefer to spend on experience over physical goods. That's like buying those little trinkets and other things that, people didn't want. Now people want to actually enjoy experiences. And with the different way that travelers are shifting in this behavior and what they're interested in prioritizing for that once in a lifetime experience or that one time foodie tour that you were able to try in Naples, where you were able to try some fried pizza, which is actually a thing locally there, but they're trying to get that one time experience. Or they're going to be going over to Hawaii to do a luau, or they want to do snorkeling with the turtles, or go hiking, or see Pearl Harbor. And that's really like these experiences that they're really going to enjoy, that they're going to be able to grow, and you guys have access to this market to take advantage of. And why also should agents learn to sell shore excursions? Because no, with Viator, you're going to earn 10% with every single tour that you book on our platform. And that's also with shore excursions that you don't get with cruise ships. But the global cruising tourism market is projected to grow to be alone worth over $45 billion. And that's also having the same compounding rate growth of 8% year over year. And that we see that 70% of cruising travelers who book at least one excursion, which is kind of the key revenue driver, that these passengers actually spend 40% more per booking than they did like last moment. So if you get a client booking on an excursion, they're going to tend to spend 40% more with you. And we also see right now with this industry that 40%, 45% of travelers who trying to book tours 6 to 9 months in advance, they're trying to book locations like Italy, France, Spain, UK, and Greece to go ahead and take advantage of this cruising market, because cruising always is booked in advance. You guys want to secure these spots and take advantage of it. Don't let these people book last moment and you not earning that commission. And with this sustainable and expansion of this market, we're alone seeing something that we haven't seen at all in the shift in traveler behavior. We're actually seeing me, who is actually a millennial, and Gen Z's actually starting to book cruise. We're seeing a 36% of people under the age of 40 starting to book cruise. And alone in North America, over 19 million Americans are projected to embark on an ocean cruise. And that's a 5% increase over last year that you guys get to take advantage of. And speaking of sustainability, with the shore excursion can be booked anywhere at any time. And this is a true experience too that lets your clients enjoy something on land at all these stops that they're going to see. And with this one, with the perpetual season demand during right now, which is wave season, we're seeing most travelers book and plan around cruising and traveling booking experiences in advance that you've never seen. But we also have the ability with our flexibility tools like reserve now, pay later, or our generous cancellation policy, which 85% of our tours are fully refundable up to 24 hours prior to the date of travel, that allows clients to secure experiences and truly invest in these experiences while they're on these cruise ships. And no, Caribbean is one of the top selling markets during wave season that we start to see in early spring. And then late spring into summer, we see locations like Alaska where these locations start to warm up. And no, Alaska is one of the shortest window seasons to actually book experiences for your clients. It's only 4 months in length. European market starts to trend to grow after the peak of summer. And then we start to go through to the later season and the cooling weather, as you guys can see in Europe, where that's the Mediterranean or North European ports. So with that consistent theme and the opportunities to attach shore excursions to cruising itineraries year round, that you guys can really take advantage of at each of these port of calls. One other thing I want to talk about, maybe that you guys don't really see all the time and also help you know, I want to show you some of the US travel trends too. As you start to get into the warmer months, or sorry, the winter months, you start to see like the Caribbeans where it's the dry season and people really want that sunny weather, and they're trying to take advantage of going to the Caribbeans and the Bahamas, sorry, and doing that swimming pig snorkeling and sea break tour that everyone sees on TikTok. You know that TikTok video that you see where these pigs are in the ocean? That's one thing that they can do in the Bahamas. But they can also head over to Trinidad to do they can do a couple tours, or they can do that on the Carnival. And then we can head over to the APAC region like Malaysia or Singapore, where numerous other cruising itineraries or world-class museums or galleries where people can really enjoy in Singapore, or they can do these food night tours because I don't know if you guys know, Singapore is like Vegas. You get to have this experience that you don't get anywhere else. And then we can head over to the spring and where it's more tropical in Southern Europe, like where people can do the Mediterranean, where they're going to locations like Spain, Italy, Greece, which are starting to get popular during the March to May times. But then we can head over to Alaska, which is that time that people are starting to eager to experience the regional's natural beauty. Then we can continue on to the summer months where we're looking from June to August in the northern hemisphere, or kids are starting to get on vacation where you can start completing those big packages for those families. Where again, Alaska is truly that main focus where people are going to Alaska to see the wildlife viewing opportunities, either the Menahul Glacier or they want to go to the Denali National Park, where they can and truly see that location for all its wonder. Then you head over to North Europe, where they're looking at Norway, Denmark, the Baltic states, where they start to see some of these activities during these summer months in the warmer weather. Then we continue on to fall, where we're looking at September to November, some of the cooler weather and lighter crowds, where people are starting to look at like Boston or Quebec for that autumn foliage kind of cruising experiences. Or we actually see some people going back to the Caribbeans where it's actually hurricane season, but they want to enjoy some of these discount advantages for smaller crowds, and they can either see snorkeling, hiking, or waterfalls, or sip some rum on a beach where, no one's really there. So that's where I just wanted to start off, and where you can see off the back of all this growth, Viator and Viator's travel agent platform is in a unique position to make those experiences more attainable and very easy to book on our platform. And just again, I get this all the time anywhere I go, and it's always hilarious to hear is how do you say Viator's company name? And again, it's Viator, which no, it means traveler in Latin. And Viator is one of the world's largest marketplaces for experience, and we have a catalog of over 300,000 experiences across the globe, which is a true experience that can be found anywhere. And no, it's in 2,500 locations, and we are working on these locations with operators all across the globe to make these high quality activities more accessible for everyone. And we continue to optimize our platform to make conversion better for you with other features like high quality rating, high quality demand for products, or making sure there's a low cancellation rate on our products. But we also offer quality signals that make sure that when you're looking at these products, these are the best, like what we call our badge of excellence, or tags that show this information. Or the last is that we have over almost 2 billion reviews across our platform that tells you what these clients are looking at and how they're experiencing these products. But again, Viator offers an unrivaled variety of unique experiences. We have like land-based tours like ATV and horseback riding that you can enjoy for clients in Aruba, or water-focused excursions like Snuba or sailing excursions. We also have activities like whale watching and hiking experiences that people can transfer around the globe. And of course, we have classic culture experiences in many ports and cities across the globe, like Rome, or VIP tours going into the Vatican or Colosseum. And not only does our supply vary in type, but in format, in price, and duration. We even have month-long excursions for any client or something for every type of budget. And the best part, what I love about our platform, is that we are adding new supply every single day. And as a travel agent, we want to make sure you have access to all that supply, in which why we want to invest in our travel agent platform to always make it better. And with Viator's travel agent program, with you as an Archer travel agent, you earn 10% commission while creating incredible travel itineraries for your clients will also love. And we are committed to continue developing our program that gives you competitive edge. And then we're also working to make sure you have some of these key benefits that you see on your screen now. Again, I just want to remind you, as an Archer Travel Advisor, you earn 10% commission on every single booking, either direct or indirect. But we also have multiple tools like our Share with Client link or curated list that allows your clients to book on their own and you still earn those commission. But did you also know that we're integrated with Travefy that you guys can fully take advantage of, which I remember Reggie asking me that question yesterday. We do actually have a webinar that fully talks about how you get integrated with Travefy through our resource center that I'll show you later. But no, we also have a 24-hour customer support team that offers support in 6 different languages. So if you need to call our customer support team, we do have a Spanish department that can answer any questions you need in Spanish for you or your clients. And a streamlined booking process that also includes a reserve now, pay later that you can make bookings with 5 minutes on our platform. Then we have our new Sure Excursion search tool that I'm going to talk about later and demonstrate, and also our worry-free Sure Excursion collection that you guys can take advantage of. So I want to walk you through some of these exclusive new tools that you'll have access to when you work on our travel agent platform. So just at first, I hope that you guys got a grasp on how expansive the experience in the cruising sector is and how you can grow in Viator as a one-stop shop for all your activity needs. But let's further dive into some of the tools Viator has created to empower you to help you maximize your commission earnings and grow your business. So the first thing you're going to see on the screen is our Share with Client link in our curated lists, which help you save, share, and organize personalized recommendations that your clients can instantly book again on their own, and you can generate these from travelagents.viator.com. And the best part of it is you can save and share these anywhere and everywhere through an email, a text message, on social media, and so many more locations. You also have our Reserve Now, Pay Later, which offers flexibility for clients to save on the spot in-demand tours, again, with no upfront payment until 2 days prior to the date of travel, where we officially charge the booking. Then we have our new Shore Excursion tool that allows you to search by cruise line, date, and products that are also covered by a worry-free guarantee policy that I'll cover later. Now, again, just to know, with our travel agent platform, we have 2 ways to book and earn commission to craft dream vacations while you book with us and selling Viator experiences. One of the first ways is our direct bookings, where you're able to book and manage the reservations on the behalf of your client. The second way to book is through our unique, what we call Share with Client links, curated list, or even widgets. And these are what we call indirect bookings. And this is a powerful tool, again, that allows your clients to book on their own and you still earn commission. But let me talk to you about first how you make a direct booking. And again, these are always on our travel agent site. So it's really simple, quick 5 steps, and then I'm going to go through the process. First, you're going to go to travelagents.viator.com, and I hope that if you haven't yet, please bookmark this location for all future bookings, or if you're going to create or share a client link. You're then going to click on what we call our All Experience tab, which we just now have updated to have 2 different tabs on our platform. You're going to enter your client's travel details, so where to, when, and how many passengers. Then you're going to explore the experiences and then check availability. And once you found that perfect experience, you're going to add it to the cart and you're going to check out, and you're going to be able to book that experience on behalf of your client. But you can also use our Reserve Now, Pay Later to make it more flexible then. It's really as simple as that. And let me show you some more details on this. So again, to get started, you're going to make a direct booking and you're going to be using our optimized search bar to quickly narrow down these results in many different ways. So the first one you're going to see is country, region, and city. So you can type in a location like Spain or Catalonia or Barcelona or Paris. And with some of these locations, I just want to give you some factors of what we have with these locations. Like if you type in Rome and pull up our product page for all tours in Rome, we have over 7,000 products in that city alone. But you can also research for tours in Victoria or in you can look into like even Texas, like or not Texas, like Austin, where you can see that we alone have over 120 different tours in Austin. But you can also go all the way over to Cairns if you're going to go into Australia, and you can actually have a client do the Great Barrier Reef tour. But in Cairns alone, we have over 250 products that you can book for your clients while they're in that location. But then you can continue on to look at items like attractions, like the La Sagrada Familia, to look into the tours there and learn a little bit more about that product location. Then you can do keyword searching. And what do I mean by keyword searching? It's just like using Google, where you can look in by typing a name of a location and a name of a product. So that would be like going to see the Alcatraz in San Francisco. So all you would type in is Alcatraz in San Francisco, and our website will pull up every single product attached to there. Now, one thing you don't see on the screen when you get to a landing page is we're going to have what we call things to do in locations. And this is a great thing to do because it's going to be rich with content and top booking details about this location. Like you can go into Rome, and not everyone knows all 15 top booking items in Rome, but we're going to provide you that information. If you type in a Rome and you look things to do, it's on the top left-hand part of the page. And that's going to really help you understand that location and all those activities booked there. But then we can continue on to start reviewing products on our platform where you stuff the information. And on this page is going to be provide information about this activity with the logistics and product cancellation policy, which just again, remember 85% of Viator's products are fully refundable up to 24 hours prior to the date of travel. The other item, which you see in red here, which I really want you to always be highlighted, is additional information. For you as a travel agent, please always make sure you read additional information. It's very crucial because it's going to go over information like other if a client has any back issues or medical issues, or if this tour is offered in alternate languages or alternate items like if they're vegan, vegetarian, all that information you'll find under additional information that you can share with your client. Or if you have a client who's going to be going to Machu Picchu, that we need their passport information in order to complete the booking. So now you've added the tours to the cart, and now you can view a summary of all tours that you have booked. And with this, you can see how much commission you've earned, which no, only you will be able to see how much commission you earn on this booking. No other client will be able to see this at any portion of the platform, only in this location on travelagents.viator.com. After that, you're going to now start checking out and be able to book that finalized itinerary where you're going to enter your client's information. You can start using our payment options like reserve now and pay later. Also, you have what we call special requirements where you can start adding in any of those dietary restrictions or accessibility needs that you need for the product. Or if you want to start speaking with a supplier who you're starting to look for tours, maybe that's going to Naples and Sorrento, and you want to have, different types of wines that you're looking for at a winery tour, that's where you can add that information. So after completing a booking, you're going to be provided an email summary of all the tours that you booked. And you're going to be able to view this also in your admin portal that I'm going to go over next. And when you get to our manage booking area, which again, you'll have to be logged in to make bookings. And then when you click on your name on the top left-hand corner on our homepage, you're going to see what we call manage account, which then will take you to our actual back portal page, where then you can look under manage bookings where you see on the left-hand corner here. And this is what it's going to show with all the bookings you make on our platform. You'll see your client's name, travel date, the booking reference number, status, who booked, the total charge of the booking, and how much commission you've earned. So you could easily enter this information into Archer Travel's commission department. Now, the one last thing I didn't cover is what you see as type. And I've already talked about this before, but just to kind of reconfirm you, direct means you made the booking either over the phone or with our telesales team, where you earn the full commission on that product, and you can amend these, you can do all the work, and even message our supplier in our back end. And then you're going to have indirect bookings, or what we call the share a client link or the curated list or widget, where your clients will be able to really manage these bookings. But no, if you need to manage these bookings at any point in time, the contact number on the right-hand page is going to make it so that you can reach out by email or phone to really manage any of those indirect bookings if needed. So this again is over our managed booking portal, what that allows you to manage your bookings to help you free up time and focus more on your clients' needs. Now, Viator truly wants to empower you to help your clients book on their own with using either our share with client link or our curated list to really help you guys earn that passive income, because we know that, always booking activities is not the main point of your life or your job. But one thing always knowing is that every single client that you work with, if you share these links with them, you can easily earn another $5,000 to $10,000 a year by selling Viator activities. But let's first discuss some of our initial methods to earning passive income. And the first is by sharing Viator experiences through our client links. And many of you are already using these share with clients to take advantage of that. It actually shows about 27% of Archer travel agents use our share with client link for clients to book on their own. But just before I get started, and this is a lot of questions I've actually seen this week, let me tell you some of the locations you can take advantage of our share with client links to grow your business and how many a lot of advisors have used these locations to gain success. So again, no, you can always share our links in stories or posts or anywhere on any kind of social media location, where you can even take advantage of things like what you call Linktree, where you can share your profile and links to any affiliate partner who has a link that they can book through. But then you can also share these with groups or people asking for recommendations and locations online. But then you can share links in any digital or even printed assets, like I talked about yesterday, where a person used their business card where they're just traveling any location. They literally gave their business card with our share by client link homepage on the back, and that person had 2 tours booked in that location they used by using their business card. And that's just passive income though for a product you're already purchasing. And again, lastly, no, with our share with client links or create a list, these can always be sent through text message, iMessage, WhatsApp, email. And the best thing is that they can purchase these tours on any part of their journey, which also includes in destination for any easy add-on. And these are those tools to really take advantage of. And how you can generate these, there's so many different locations, and I've already talked about it before. First, our homepage, which is an evergreen situation that allows people to have access to all tours over our platform, regardless of what link you share. The next one is be in destination, which is actually one of the most common items shared, and that's where you type in a destination like Rome, Italy, Paris, France, or you even type in Las Vegas, and you can share that destination for all those tours in that city. But no, you can do categories. So if you want a client to go into Rome and just see our foodie experience tours, you can share that link and they'll get access to all products under that category. Then you can do attractions and products. And it's really simple. It just is a simple click, copy, and share. And many advisors definitely have taken advantage of it. And definitely a lot of Archer travel agents have. And again, with those different page types, the share with client link icon is always going to be found on the top right-hand corner where you can just simply click and create a personalized link to you again that never expires. I'm going to say this again, time and time again. People always get these kinds of things confused. But again, no, the link that you generate from Viator's website will never expire. Wherever you place it, it will live there forever. Now, no, when your client clicks into that link, it creates what we call a 30-day session or a 30-day cookie window. Which the best thing about it is if your client on that device, again, I'm going to mention that device either leaves the website, Google's Viator.com, and they come back to on that device, back to our platform, they're going to be connected to you for those 30 days. And if they make any bookings, you'll be credited for that sale and you'll also be notified with that process. Now, know again, if your client ever clicks the original link that you sent to them, it will start a new 30-day session. So it's always good to catch up with your client if they're going to be 30, 60, or 90 days out with another link to another product. And again, no, you will receive a notification once your client completes a booking through your link, and you're also going to be able to view that booking in your portal as an indirect booking, as I showed you earlier. Now, no, as I've talked about our powerful share a client link, let me talk about our curated list and some of the updates that we've had to it to make it even easier for you to share multiple products with your clients. And I really hope that you guys have started to take advantage of our curated list and how you can really share these and how you can have your clients book on their own for multiple tours, because you can actually create a false itinerary or full of that shares all the experiences at once. So you can create these lists in various ways, such as organizing one of them for your client's next trip or compiling favorite tours. Again, yes, your favorite tours you love for that destination, or some of those most booked tours or ports in those destinations. Additionally, there is a selection location where you can add a description to share with your client, which hopefully I have enough time through my demonstration, where you can actually show the promo code that how you can share this saying, hey, this is what you're looking at. If you want to check out, here's a promo code. Hopefully, I'll have time for it at the end. But adding experiences to the curated list is easy as clicking a button, or rather a heart. And you probably noticed already that whenever you're looking for any experience on our platform, every experience has a listed heart icon over it. And if you click on that heart icon, you can add that experience to any curated list. And when you add these to these lists, it's very similar to share with client links or share list with client. And you can find these in two different locations. You can either find it when you click on adding experience, that's going to take you straight to the list that you've already added or created. Or when you're looking at the individual tour, when you click on those three horizontal dots, you're going to hit share list with a client, and it's going to act just like a share with client link where you can select your preferred language and then you send it off to your client and they can view all the tours that you've added. So with our share a client link or also our curated list, these are incredibly powerful tools that allow you to easily add multiple experiences at any point in your customer's journey, either before or while in destination, because you can add these up to your clients can add experiences up to every last minute. But it also allows you to increase your revenue by empowering clients to add experiences anytime, anywhere, in any place. You can also have a chance to gain new clientele because you're using social media platforms and your link tree so that they can find out who you are. But you can also share last minute recommendations with clients so when they arrive to the destination, they can book those tours in that destination by using our destination link. Because most of the time, you don't book tours for every single destination for every single day that they're doing something. So, this is like one of those best things to do. You'll earn commission again with every experience booked through these links. And again, I'm going to remind you the link that you generate from our platform never expires. And then if your client clicks into that link, again, opens a 30-day session. And then when they send the link and they click on the link and they make a purchase within those next 30 days, you'll be credited for the sale, even if they wander off the website and they come back to it within those 30 days. And then know we're also integrated with Travefy and other software itinerary programs that you guys can take advantage of. So now that I've talked about how you can use our share with link, how you can make direct bookings, and I want to again, as we talked about the expansive breadth and depth of our inventory and available experiences, that there is no difference of what we're talking about with the enormous shore excursion selection that we have. And now I really want to talk to you how you can sell shore excursions with clients coming off of cruise ships with our platform. And I'm really excited to introduce to you our new Sure Excursion tool that I'm also going to provide you with live demonstration training. And I'm going to ask if you have an extra monitor with you that you can follow along with me so you can see how you can access over 55,000 tours around the world and that you can start booking for any of those clients and get clients who are on cruising booking activities in less than 5 minutes. But just know with our travel agent program, we aimed to make it so that we can provide you faster services and personalized results with our new shore excursion tool. And we understood that the planning cruising itineraries with multiple stops can cause information overload, and it's very time consuming to provide recommendations for your clients. And we've heard this feedback, and that's why we created this tool to make it easier for you. And we understood that, trying to find that right experience for clients coming off of cruise ships was a very manual process, requiring careful matching with cruising schedules. And all this was doable, but it took time. And now we want to make it so you're more efficient with your clients. And let me walk you through how you use our Sure Excursion search tool. So with this one, again, you're going to log into travelagents.viator.com. And again, I'm going to ask if you make sure you save and bookmark this location. You're then going to click onto our Shore Excursion tab as you see going through on the cycle on the right-hand side. You're going to enter your cruise line, ship, and sailing date, and then you're going to view automatically all match shore excursions to each port, and you're going to be able to use an interactive itinerary to browse all these experiences and be able to book in moments. And one thing to know that during this time, we wanted to provide this tool to you as fast as possible during peak cruising season. But please note that our Shore Excursion search tool is not currently available with our Share a Client link or our curated list. I know we are working on this process to have it available for you guys as soon as possible. And I'm hoping that it should be coming out by the end of this month or next month. But first, let's just discuss how you can research for Viator cruising itineraries to find the perfect experience for them. So first, when you start typing in the information for what cruise ship they're on, you can see that on the top left-hand corner. You're going to start entering their cruise ship name, destination, and what date they're sailing. Now, no, you can edit this information at any time, or if you need to start over, you can click our Viator logo on the top left-hand side of the page. Now, when you're accessing the cruise ship itinerary information, we're going to match each stop with a corresponding port displayed on the left-hand side. And you're going to be able to see these times when these ships are, or these ports are at that location and departing. That will also give you this option and opportunity to sometimes even plan pre or post cruising for your clients, even if they're there for a day or two. Then you're also going to notice there's some icons on the left-hand side where you're going to see like an anchor, which means the ship is going to be docking that day. But you're also then sometimes going to see a boat, which that means that that tour or the ship is going to be at sea for that day. And as you review this information, you're going to notice like here we have a client who's on the Disney Destiny. Their first stop is in Fort Lauderdale, where you can see we have over 300 tours and experience that allow them to enjoy this while they're at this destination, which we're going to indicate that this tour is at this dock, or even if you look at the top of the screen, we're going to have showing here how far a tour is from that destination. So if you need to add in on that additional time for disembarkment and return, because no, that's a very crucial thing that with Viator we can't 100% connect. That if a tour arrives at 6:45 and you're looking for a tour at 8 o'clock, you need to really make sure you line up these tour times with the client's arrival and disembarkment. But we also have subcategories to make it so you can narrow down to the perfect tour experience for your client, and also filters to start looking at that ideal experience for them. So as you start to look at these filters on our platform, we can first narrow down to items like our operator that's in that region that you maybe want to continue to work with or collab with, as you can see. But then we can explore other different categories and to find that perfect experience that you're looking for, maybe for a client docked in Naples, where they're looking maybe for that food experience tour, like our Naples Street Food Scene Tour, which is a actual small group adventure tour, which this tour offers a culinary experience such as deep fried zucchini flowers with ragu, spaghetti, and then that deep fried pizza that I was talking about. And then finally, we're going to be able to provide you a feature that allows you to narrow down to filters such as in our special location that's going to be worry-free guarantee, which I know many of you probably have questions about. So what is Viator's worry-free guarantee? So first, we have a collection of over 6,500 excursions that are covered by our worry-free shore excursion tag that offers extra support for your clients and have that peace of mind while you're on land. Now, what does this actual policy include? So one, if the ship does not dock or is delayed beyond the start time of the tour, you are guaranteed a full refund for that booking. But following, Viator will also arrange any necessary transportation for your clients up to the next port of call, up to $1,000 per person, as long as there's no fault of the traveler, making it really easy for many of you guys who are trying to book shore excursions that know a lot of these operators that are using these tours at these ports are actually the same as we're working with the cruise ships. So it'll make it very easy and very convenient for you to book these. But no, also with our shore excursion tours, they are usually better priced than a lot of the shore excursion companies. The only thing that we cannot do is that we cannot stop the ship. So that's one thing, but with this worry-free shore excursion tool will allow your clients to have peace of mind. So now, as I did like a small walkthrough, I actually want to now do a live demonstration to walk through each step and how you take advantage of this one. So again, I'm going to go over to our homepage where again, you see all experiences and you see shore excursions. So the one I'm going to use today is I'm going to start using a cruise ship called the Radiance of the Sea. So you can either start with a cruise line name, then the ship, or you can just start typing a name of a ship. So then we can scroll down to look for tours on whatever sail date. So this one's going to be on June 6th, and we're going to have a 7-night experience with this product. All you have to do is then hit search. And now this is going to show all that you saw on the previous page of all information of every single stop, and I wanted to give you an alternate view. So as we can see on the left-hand side, we have that information of that cruise ship, which again, you can alter at any date. And then you're going to see every stop where this cruise ship is sailing. So you can see in Stewart, we alone have 22 tours for clients coming off our cruise ships. Some locations we might not always have. So like Hubert Glacier. But we also have locations like in Juneau where you can book over 37 different tours in this location, or Skagway, Icy Strait, Ketchikan, or other ones. So let's start looking at some of the tours that we alone maybe have in Juneau and how we can start booking these. So we can scroll through. We have our Juneau Wildlife. We additionally also have like a 3.5 hour crowd skipper for whale watching, or we can just enjoy like a 3 hour private tour scenic road trip. So how do we start looking at these products? So again, you click into the tour to start reviewing it, where it's going to have the name of the operator, our reviews, recommendations, the badge of excellence. Means again, like these are features to help you feel more comfortable. But then again, we have like our tags here, or worry-free sure excursion, that makes it so your clients can feel comfortable while booking this tour. Or again, a reserve now, pay later to secure the spot again with flexible payments. So we can start reviewing through what's the duration, if it offers pickup, which no, any tour connected with our Sure Excursion tool will either pick up at the port, or will pick up, or will be a meeting location within the 15-minute walking distance. So we can scroll down, see what offered languages we have it in, what's the overview, what's included, what's the meeting point location. So if it's at the airport or the terminal, they're going to pick you up at the terminal. What's included, so what's expected with each stop, what's additional information that I mentioned, like if it's wheelchair accessible, or fortunately this one is not, or stroller accessible, what's our cancellation policy, and then if you have any questions. So now we've reviewed this product, and if we want to add to the cart, obviously you just select the date and the amount of people. But if you want to look at another port or more tours going back to what your client was researching for, you just hit back to the short excursion list. Well, then this will go back to all the tours that you were seeing or the different stops. So last one we want to look at is maybe Ketchikan. And this is where I'm going to start using our filtering tool to start looking at some of these. So up top, we have our subcategories. So if you want to just look at wildlife tours or historical tours or ziplining tours, you can click this here, or you can use our filtering tool to narrow down again to an operator that you love, or you know, or you want to work with in that location. We have all of them listed here. And if you click on any of these, it's going to narrow down just to that specific operator. Then you have our all tours, or if you want to just find that foodie experience. But let's say I have a client who just wants to see what we have for our worry-free shore excursions in just Alaska. So, or in Ketchikan. So I'm going to click on that filter, and then I'm going to hit apply. And now you can see in Ketchikan, we have 31 tours that are covered by our worry-free guarantee. So now we can just find the tour the client's fitting for. So they want to do the Ketchikan Eco Tour. Again, they're going to signal what day they're at the port. They're going to add the tour to the cart, and they can reserve what time that matches with up to the cruise ship. And then literally it's as simple as this process now to book shore excursion tours in less than now in 5 minutes. So I really want to go through some of the information that we have going towards the end. So just a second. There we go. So now that I did a live demonstration, some of the other things is with this search tool, it's helped reduce some of those pain points and frustrations for researching, and how this will truly speed up some of the booking processes. And again, with our global inventory that caters for both individuals, families, and groups, that allows you to now book efficiently with each port for any type of client. And then you can quickly, grow and book shore excursions at multiple ports for attacking experiences even last moment for one of those clients who's trying to book those last minute experience tours, that you can now work with short excursions. And why does this matter for your business? So one, Viator wanted to help you navigate and easily find high converting products and quickly add any tour at any point in time in seconds. We want to deliver the confidence and the peace of mind for booking seamlessly and tailor experiences and shore excursions that your clients and you will love and want for more. And the best thing is, if we make this more efficient for you to make bookings, that's going to make it so you can earn more or have a higher value dollar bookings, which gives you more options, which gives you more earnings or more commission. And we wanted to make this easier for you to earn commission and take advantage of this booming industry for experiences and shore excursions. And again, just to remind you, we do have a promo code limited for a very shorter time that I want you guys to take advantage of. So if you have your phone out, right now is that perfect time. If you haven't seen the promo code yet, please take a photo image of this screen that you guys can take advantage of. So again, we have this promo code, which is Archer Week Q2, that you can share with our Share with Client link or create a list to take advantage of. You can book it for yourself or book it for your clients. It's going to be 10% off for all bookings made before April 14th. Travel date does not matter. It just has to be booked before the 14th. It's going to take 10% off. And the best thing to know is that if you book $1,000 worth of tours, your clients are going to get it for 900, but you're still going to get $100 worth of commission. We're not going to reduce the commission for anything you use with our promo codes. And we're definitely dedicated to make sure that and continue to do that process that you guys will not get affected and your commission reduced with our promo codes. Last, just in case, we do have some upcoming webinars. Today, I didn't get to go through everything with our Shore Excursion search tool. No, we have another webinar coming up on the 16th that you guys can take advantage of to really see everything about the cruising industry and more that we're going to talk about how you can grow your business and by booking Shore Excursions with Viator. But then on the 21st, we're going to actually have a new feature update with our Share with Client link. Yes, again, we're updating our platform and we're making things better for you guys to take advantage of. And we're going to have now update with our Share with Client link that's going to allow you to be now more flexible in working with your clients who make those bookings through the Share with Client link to give you guys access to those bookings. I can't wait to talk to you guys on May 21st about that, when you're going to learn more how you can now access your clients' Share with Client links bookings. Again, also know before we finish, we do have a resource center that has so many things to help you guys take advantage of how to use social media, how to use your Share with Client link, alternate webinars to really help grow your business. So again, we do have our agent resource center, which is agentcenter.viator.com. And then we have our partner help center to answer any of those questions and any of those FAQ questions I don't get to today, because I know there were so many things I didn't get to cover and possibly a lot of things I didn't get to answer. So no, we have our partner help center, which we have a dedicated team that if you submit a question through there, they're going to be able to get back to you normally within 2 to 3 business days or less. So thank you everyone for joining this webinar. I hope that you guys understand that there is year-round demand for both excursions and experiences. And I hope that you guys use our new Sure Excursion tool. And I hope to see you guys at the anywhere we do travel. If you guys are going to be at Cruise 60, I'll be there. Come up to the booth and I'd love to talk to you guys there. So thank you so much. And now we can get to questions.
Can you put up the QR code again, please?
Yeah. For which one? Or
I think that one.
okay.
But I will say that we did put the QR codes for your webinar, for your webinars upcoming, and also for the Las Vegas Forum on the Travel Cafe website, so you guys can find it at the top right there.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that.
Okay, perfect. And then as for questions, we do have some questions. And the first one is, how is Viator better than shoreexcursions.com or Project Expedition? Just wondering.
So, I mean, one thing, we have a better inventory. I mean, I can tell you that we have over 55,000 tours alone just for shore excursions. And we're constantly optimizing our platform to make sure that you guys are getting the best experiences in those locations. And especially even our worry-free shore excursion products, we have 6,500 products for you that are covered by our worry-free guarantee. And that's more products than any of our other competitors out there, just covered by our worry-free guarantee. And you earn 10% commission on any of those products you book.
Okay, perfect. And some of these questions have already been answered. So guys, if you see the answer to your question in chat, make sure you read it because some have already been answered. The next one is, did you happen to find anything on Universal Japan?
So I did see that we have tours in Osaka going to Universal. So if you type in Universal Osaka, you will find going to Universal Tours in that location. Because I double checked like right at the end of yesterday, and I did see product in that location. But no, at any point in time, products can come up and down on our platform.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Um, okay, that's different. We already answered that question in chat. Does the share your client link expire after 30 days?
So again, the link that you generate from Viator's travel agent platform, and this is a great question. I love always to remind people of it, is the link that you generate from our platform will never expire. Wherever you place it, it lives there forever. Now, when a client clicks on that link, it creates what we call a 30-day session. And so in that process, and this is where the little bit of the confusion comes from, is any point in time that your client re-clicks on the original link, it starts a new 30-day session. So that's why I'm going to state again, the link that you generate from our platform never expires. The session process, so that means when they click the link, it activates a 30-day window on that device that they are connected to you for those 30 days. But if they ever re-click the link, it starts a new 30-day session.
Perfect. Next one is I noticed when sharing the link from the main page, the client could not see the shore excursions option.
Yes. So right now, the Shore Excursion search tool is not available on the travel agent platform. So right now it's not available. We're looking to have it optimized, have it available soon. Hopefully within the next month, you guys will have access to that tool. We just wanted to give you guys access to the research for Shore Excursion tools while we're in peak season. And we were excited to get this tool out during that time. So unfortunately, it's just not available yet, but it will be there.
Perfect. Good to know. Next question is how far in advance can we curate a list for a cruise? I have a group cruise going out in November of 2025.
So as long as products are available, which no, our suppliers can update it at any time, we can have availability for tours 2, 3, sometimes 4 years ahead. It just depends by our supplier. They typically, atypically, I would say, have always products available anywhere from 6 to 12 months ahead. That's when 100% availability will usually always show, but some of our suppliers upload stuff years ahead of time.
Perfect. Um, and then next one is I did come across some problem where it didn't let me add into the cart. I ended up booking them one by one. Couldn't add multiple into the cart. For future references, when this happens, is there a quick fix?
So I would want to presume, again, this is assumptions, that you're most likely either booking on our consumer site, which is travelagents.viator.com, or you possibly clicked on the link that you use with our share with client link. Because I can tell you our travel agent website will always have allow you to book multiple tours at once. You can actually book up to 30 or 40 tours at once, while our consumer like or link or through the or sorry, our consumer website or through the share with client link will only allow you to add one tour at a time. But I know for 100% the travel agent website will always allow you to add as many tours as possible. But again, if you do run into issues, one of the best things always to do is clear your cookies, and this will fix 99% of all issues that you're having, especially like if you can't use our promo code or you're trying to research something and there's a little bit of a glitch or lag for the website to load. Clearing your cookies or doing it in incognito mode will fix majority of all issues.
So, I just want to answer this. The discount code will not work unless you or the client inputs it. It's not going to automatically be added, so you'll have to manually input it, or the client will have to manually input it. The
Correct.
next question, and great questions. The next question is, I did come across some. Oh, wait, that's the question I just asked. Sorry.
No worries.
where where can we find who our local BDM is for events? And Bryan is our BDM, but Bryan, do you have options for local BDMs if they need help for an
So
event or something?
unfortunately, we do not. So with a Viator, we only have account managers that handle accounts. We do not have local ones. So apologies for that.
Perfect. Okay, so I think that answers all the questions. And like we said multiple times, yes, your clients can put the code in themselves at checkout with your share your client link. Um, And also you can put the code in manually, but it will not automatically go.
Correct. One last thing for everyone who's still here, I wanted to still talk about it. I wanted to see to make sure if we had enough time and we still have 5 more minutes. So when you start using a curated list, like let's say if you look on screen right now, I have an example of a client who's going to be looking for a 7 night cruise going to Alaska in June of 2025. You can put in the description details by clicking either edit descriptions, as I already have one entered. This is where you can start putting in the name of the ship, when it's sailing, what dates, what ports it's at, and then you can start adding in the description of our promo code. So, hey, there's a limited promo code at this time for Archer Week 2 that it's available for bookings that you add at checkout for April 14th. Again, travel date can be any date. You can add the descriptions in here so that when your client clicks into these curated list location to see this information. And then you can see I have multiple tours on the suggested list that they can book through and add into their cart when they're looking at these tours. So this is our curated list. I just wanted to cover if we had time. So thank you for that one, Amanda.
Absolutely wonderful. Yes. And the code is Archer Week Q2, all caps, and that is the code you will put in at checkout. And another question we have, Bryan, is if we're having a cruise party, do you have something available to add to that event?
So cruise party, it's kind of like, are we talking about like if you're gonna have like a party and you're trying to get multiple people booking on a cruise in a special rate? No, but no, any tour on our platform can be turned into a group booking. Any tour.
Oh,
All you have to
Bryan,
do. Yep,
can I
sorry.
rephrase the question?
Yeah.
So they're having an event, either having it virtually or people come over to their house where they're having a cruise theme party to try to sell a cruise. Is there something that Viator could offer that she could add to that event to try to sell maybe shore excursions through Viator, like maybe a
Ah.
flyer or something like that?
So we don't unfortunately have any flyers. What we would have is any of these promo codes that you guys can take advantage of. But unfortunately, I wouldn't have anything I can give out at any moment. Definitely reach out to me if you have something going on. My email is inside the supplier portal. I can always see and reference to see if I can get approval for something, but I can't always guarantee.
Perfect. That's wonderful. And also, you could go on Viator yourself and check out some shore excursions that seem really popular and sort of show them to the people attending your cruise party and be like, wow, look at this amazing shore excursion that you could add to your cruise. And so that would be something that you could also do yourself.
Yep, and now that you add on to that, you can also look towards if we maybe have deals or discounts that you can filter down to, most likely sell out or new. These are some of our filters that you can use for when you're having those parties to find something that's special, or if we have any discounts for any tours just on our platform, all in general.
Great. And if they have like a specific question that they can reach out to you, right, Bryan, or like to the IT team if they need help with that, or they can click the questions or call, right?
Yeah. So anything booking related, I'm always going to ask for you to reach out to our customer support team because they're going to be available 24/7 to answer any booking questions at any time. If you have anything that's a major escalation, that's when I would always say reach out to me because then I can make sure to get anything handled for there. But if you have any questions on product related items, our customer support team is going to always be the best for that one because they can answer anything for you quickly and efficiently.
Absolutely wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Bryan, and thank you, travel agents, for joining us today. Wonderful questions, wonderful
Wonderful
presentation.
question.
We learned a lot. I think this is something that you want to definitely go back and watch again in your training stab because Bryan went over so much, and I feel like taking it in again, you'll learn even more. So go ahead and rewatch this again at another time, and you're just going to be a Viator pro, really. So,
And
Bryan, is
no,
there anything else that you would like to add before we close out?
I mean, one thing is that this webinar that you guys watched covered so many items, but we actually have dedicated webinars in our recording center that's going to go over our share with client link, our curated list, our shore excursions, our worry-free shore excursions. So if you really want to learn more individually about each of these items, definitely go to our resource center to really get scrub up and learn more about that item. Because today was a very more shallow deep dive with all of these. So, and really, Arch Travel, you guys are amazing. I love working with you guys. I've been working with you guys for 4 years and seeing everyone every time I go to a conference and meeting with you guys. I can't wait to see another agent another time.
Perfect. Well, we're so excited to see you at the Evo at Sea event trade show coming up soon. We'll see you there.
Can't wait.
You're such a
Beautiful
bright,
weather.
it's such a bright light to have you, Bryan. So until next time, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Stay tuned. We're still going to be talking about Viator throughout the week. And until next time, have a great day. Thanks again, Bryan.
Thank you. Thank you, Amanda.